Your dog knows you are lying. Not from your words, not from your face, from your smell. Right now, your body is broadcasting information you have never chosen to share. Your stress levels, your fear, your attraction to someone in the room. Whether you are sick, whether you are lying, whether you are about to make a decision. All of it, chemistry. All of it, readable. Just not by you. The human body is a chemical broadcasting station that never goes off air. Every second of every day, you are releasing hundreds of volatile organic compounds into the air around you. Most of them carry information. Specific, accurate, biological information. About what your immune system is doing right now. About what your endocrine system produced in the last hour. About what your nervous system is currently experiencing. This is not metaphor. This is biochemistry. And the animals around you have been reading it for millions of years. Let us start with fear. Because fear has the clearest chemical signature of any human emotion. When you experience fear, your adrenal glands release a specific cocktail of hormones. Adrenaline, cortisol, a cascade of secondary compounds that change your sweat composition instantly. Your sweat glands respond within seconds. The composition shifts dramatically. Fear sweat and heat sweat are chemically completely different substances. Same glands, completely different output. And a dog can tell the difference in under 1 second. This has been measured in controlled studies with trained dogs and human subjects. Dogs identified fear sweat samples with accuracy rates above 90%. Blind tests. Controlled conditions. No visual cues. No behavioral signals. Just chemistry. Now let's talk about what stress smells like. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, is metabolized and released through sweat, breath, and urine. Its concentration in these secretions directly reflects your current stress level. In a study at the Max Planck Institute, human volunteers watched either relaxing or stressful videos. Sweat samples were collected and presented to dogs without any other information. The dogs correctly identified the stressed humans from their sweat samples alone 93.8% of the time. The dog sitting next to you on the couch knows your cortisol level. It knows whether today was harder than yesterday. Now, let us go to the part that will make you permanently uncomfortable. Deception has a smell. When a human lies, the sympathetic nervous system activates in a pattern distinct from truthful speech. The stress of maintaining a false narrative, even a small one, produces measurable physiological arousal. Heart rate increases. Microsweating occurs in specific locations: palms, upper lip, forehead. The chemical composition of that sweat contains markers of sympathetic nervous system activation. And those markers are detectable to any animal with a sensitive enough chemosensory system. Your dog is not reading your lie like a polygraph. It is reading the chemistry of your discomfort. It does not know what the lie is about, but it knows your body is performing stress while you talk. And your body has never been a reliable liar. Now, let us talk about attraction. Because this is where the chemistry gets truly extraordinary. Humans choose partners partly based on smell. Not consciously, not intentionally. The most famous study in this area involved sweaty t-shirts. Participants wore a plain t-shirt for 2 days without deodorant, perfume, or scented products. The shirts were then sealed and presented to other participants to smell and rate for attractiveness. The result was not random. People consistently rated the shirts of individuals with dissimilar immune system profiles as more attractive. This is called MHC compatibility, the major histocompatibility complex. Your immune system broadcasts its specific genetic profile through your body odor, and other humans subconsciously rate those signals for genetic compatibility. You are attracted to people whose immune system genes differ from yours, because offspring of genetically diverse immune systems have stronger disease resistance. Evolution built a dating system into your nose, and it runs without your knowledge or consent. Now here is the part that should make you reconsider every relationship decision you have ever made. The MHC compatibility smell signal is blocked by hormonal contraceptives. Women on hormonal contraceptives consistently rate MHC-similar men, genetically incompatible partners, as more attractive. The pill does not change who you're attracted to randomly. It reverses your chemosensory preference. There are documented cases of women stopping hormonal contraceptives and finding their current partner suddenly less attractive. Not because anything changed about the partner, because the chemical filter was removed. Your nose was being lied to, and it believed the lie for years. Now, let's talk about illness. Because sick bodies smell different, and other bodies know it. When your immune system is fighting a pathogen, it produces specific volatile compounds as byproducts. These compounds change your body odor in ways that are undetectable to the human nose, but clearly distinguishable to dogs, rats, and even some insects. Dogs have been trained to detect cancer from breath and urine samples with accuracy rates matching hospital equipment. In one study, dogs identified lung cancer from breath samples with 97% accuracy. Before any symptoms appeared, before any skin showed anything, the cancer was broadcasting its presence through chemistry long before the body showed any other sign. Malaria has a smell. Parkinson's disease has a smell. A Scottish woman named Joy Milne discovered she could smell Parkinson's disease on her husband 12 years before his diagnosis. She described it as a musky odor that appeared on his skin and clothing. Scientists were skeptical. Then they tested her. She correctly identified T-shirts worn by Parkinson's patients with near-perfect accuracy, including one shirt she marked as positive that belonged to a control subject. That person was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 8 months later. She was not wrong. She was early. The disease had been broadcasting its chemical signature before the neurons showed measurable damage. Your body announces illness before your body shows illness. Now, let us go deeper. Because the chemical signals your body produces are not just about your current state. They carry information about your history, what you ate in the last 3 days, what medications you are taking, whether you have been under chronic stress for weeks or months, whether your microbiome, the colony of bacteria living in and on your body, is healthy or disrupted. Your microbiome produces a significant portion of your body odor. Different bacterial populations produce different volatile compounds. Your unique smell is partly your genes and partly your bacterial ecosystem. And that ecosystem is shaped by everything you have ever eaten, every environment you have lived in, every illness you have had. Your smell is a biography, written in chemistry, available to anyone with the right nose. Now, let us talk about the chemical signals you send to other humans without knowing it. Because humans smell each other constantly. We are just not conscious of it. The handshake is partly a chemosensory information exchange. Researchers found that humans spontaneously smell their own hand after shaking hands with others. Not consciously, not deliberately. An automatic behavior occurring in over 60% of handshakes observed. The hand is delivering a chemical sample to the nose. The nose is analyzing it, all below the level of conscious awareness. We are performing chemosensory social assessment every time we meet someone. We just do not know we are doing it. Now, let us go to the most extreme end of human chemical communication. Fear is contagious. Chemically contagious. When a crowd of people smells fear sweat from other people in the crowd, their own fear response activates. Without seeing anything threatening, without hearing anything alarming, just the chemical signal of other people's fear. This has been measured at sporting events, in cinemas, in emergency evacuation scenarios. The panic in a crowd is partly chemical. It spreads through the air before it spreads through the eyes or ears. You have walked into a room and felt something was wrong. Before anyone said anything. Before you saw anything. That was not intuition. That was your nose reading the room's chemical atmosphere before your conscious brain caught up. The alarm reached you chemically first. Now, let us talk about what this means for the way we understand human communication entirely. We think of communication as words, tone, body language. But there is a fourth channel that runs beneath all three. Continuously. Automatically. Without any possibility of censorship. You can choose your words. You can control your tone. You can manage your body language. You cannot edit your chemistry. The chemical channel broadcasts the truth. Every time. Regardless of what the other 3 channels are saying. This is why dogs are used in interrogation support. Not to ask questions. To read the chemistry of the answers. This is why your pet always knows when you are sad, even when you insist you are fine. Your words said fine. Your chemistry said otherwise. Now, let us talk about the future. Because this science is moving extremely fast. Electronic noses, devices that analyze volatile organic compound profiles from breath or skin, are already being used in clinical trials for early disease detection. Breath analysis for cancer screening. Skin VOC analysis for metabolic disorders. Urine smell analysis that can predict kidney failure days before blood tests show any change. Your body is announcing everything that is about to happen to it. We are just finally learning to listen. But the most unsettling implication of all this is not medical. It is social. Every social interaction you have ever had has included a chemical dimension you were not aware of. Every first impression involved your nose making assessments your conscious mind never received the report on. Every relationship you have was partly built on chemical signals exchanged before the first word was spoken. The people you trusted immediately, and the ones you never quite warmed to. Your nose had an opinion about both of them before your brain formed a thought. And it has been filing reports about every person you have ever met. Reports you never consciously read. But that shaped your behavior anyway. Now consider what this means for everything you think you chose freely. The partner you fell for. The friend you immediately trusted. The room you felt unsafe in. Your chemistry was leading the way. Your consciousness was following. And the animals that live with you have known this about you for as long as they have known you. Your dog has read more of your chemistry than anyone you have ever met. It knows your stress history, your health patterns, your emotional rhythms. It has never judged you for any of it, because it does not read your chemistry to expose you. It reads it to understand you. Your body has been telling the truth your whole life. To every nose that was paying attention. The only one it kept it from was you.